What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Temper Tantrum Reacts. I'm Emra, the executive director of Temper Tantrum. This is...
I'm Ryan. I'm a dancer with Temper Tantrum.
Hi, Chrissy, dancer with Temper Tantrum.
Hi, I'm Max, dancer with Temper Tantrum, and admin director.
Lauren, I'm the assistant artistic director.
And today we are watching, or more rather rewatching, BINI's Terry on Top.
That's what it's called?
No.
Okay.
Who's Terry?
Who's Terry? Smash Bros. Smash Bros, dude.
Today we are kind of re-reacting to BINI's Cherry on Top. This one is them at STEEZY. Shouts out to Clay. We found out not too long ago that Jonathan Sison was the choreographer, who is one of the greatest choreographers I've ever seen, and also performer.
So good.
Every time I've seen that guy perform at Carnival or at Jeté or any other event, that guy's amazing. His work's amazing. So to hear him, when I found out that he choreographed for BINI, was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see like someone that you've been seeing in these industry events for a while, or even also community events.
Yeah, no, he like came up in the community. He teaches at Snow Globe. His classes are hard. Like, if you ever been in a class, there's so much detail.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to see the growth, and it also gives us hope too.
Yeah. So yeah, and also shouts out to Steezy, shouts out to Clay, Evan, and the rest of the crew over there for this awesome practice video. Also shouts out to the BINI Reddit. We see you guys.
Yeah,
we see you. We see you. I see you guys tagging me. So
Yeah.
we'll
See you in the comments
Yeah.
too, asking for this. We're like, we know.
okay.
Okay.
This is for you guys.
Yeah.
So I do like the red because Knuckles.
Do you like red?
Because Knuckles.
I was gonna
Knuckles.
say
Knuckles.
it's they're in America, so they're all wearing red right now.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's so
Nice.
Jonathan
That's cute.
Sison.
Yeah.
That entire combo.
Yeah. Nice.
Hey. Yes, the different like that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the center.
Yeah. It's nice to see like a version where they just get to focus on more of the dancing part. Nice that.
Hey.
Mom.
Yo, these
Nice.
like
I love that part. That's my favorite part.
formation
so good.
changes are I love. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very like a lot of American choreographers will add that like super like very hippie thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jojo Gomez, yeah, all
Yeah.
up in that shit.
Nice
So
dynamics.
good.
It's nice to see that this real detail.
Okay, at
on
that
the
little
chair.
bit.
Yeah. Great use of weaving through.
It's fun to see them with the American video cinematography style.
Not the zoom in and the zoom out.
Yeah.
Pushing in, pushing out.
Pushing,
Yeah.
pushing out, push in, push out. Hey,
Yeah.
ooh, was she
that, I
late
love
there?
that. The repeat
Oh, I
of
think
Is that
Maybe-
was that intentional?
I think it was a ripple. So I'll go 1, go 2, yeah. I like that the spin down and then they go back up.
Yes, the hippie line.
It's real nice to see the actual details on that.
Oh yeah. This is what we watched. It was like a power cam.
Yeah. The details of the fingers. I love the details of the fingers.
Yeah, that's our
Nice.
outfit. Okay, sign.
Yeah. That was sign language?
Yeah.
Oh, it is!
Hey,
Hey!
that was so cute. Hey, good
I don't
sign.
see an H. The ER.
No, they did it. They did the
Oh,
whole
okay,
word
the
earlier.
whole-
Yeah. And then they turned it into. Hey,
Man, these...
yes.
The standard for being a pop star is so high in terms of like singing. Like it was also already like singing, but I feel like it's elevating more with this.
Oh.
This
This girl in
Yeah.
front with the basketball shorts looks like
Yeah.
a Filipino hero.
Ooh, that was cute as hell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, that was looks like who?
The girl Shona Bubble Pop.
Hyuna. Oh.
Yeah, she looks like a Filipino version of her.
Of Hyuna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like
Rip her career.
going back into like my other
Nothing.
the other comment, like I like because in previous generations of pop stars, obviously the singing and the performance was a given. You had to have that, but dancing was like
Oh, the stamina.
was pretty good. I'd say like back in my generation, In Sync was the standard, but now like seeing pop
Oh, this is
like
freaking ridiculous.
like maybe like some of these are comp level, but at least there's so much more textures versus like a slide.
You're all
Slide.
I ever.
It did take away some of the elements of seeing the formations or the effects
Yeah,
because
the ripples.
I couldn't see the clear
full
picture.
picture.
of what was being happening. Albeit like, I would
What was being happening?
what was
Yes.
being happening.
What was
What was happening?
What was it
I'm
happening?
English good.
He grew up here.
Next to an
Ah.
English teacher.
It's Saturday. One day off.
Day off. I'm
Say
clocked off.
say whatever you want. I do not care.
Well, yeah, because I would label this like, even though it's a practice video, I'd say practice performance video because there's moments where we get to just see really close in terms of the performance. Like I would consider like a true practice video is just a stationary shot where we can see
True.
all the formations, all the use of the stage. But definitely, like I think one of the common the things I pointed out in my analysis for this video for the previous one was spacing was an issue in terms of like formations. But I also acknowledged that for that previous reaction, it was probably like the last song out of a 2-hour concert. So there's also context. So this one, they're fresh energy. I'm assuming they're fresh energy because again, I have zero context if this is a part of their press junket or if like they're going different places and doing interviews. Yeah. So they also did KCON. So, but definitely not at the end of a 2-hour concert. So I'm assuming they have more energy. Presuming they have more energy. So formations were on point. Is again just nice to see a version of just them getting to focus a little bit more on dancing, because again once you're on stage, I'm assuming like when you're singing live, the dance effort, not effort, but like the amount of effort you put into dancing gets dropped because you have to focus on the singing and performing and a whole bunch of other aspects.
Yeah, this was. You mentioned formations, Emeroy, and there are these moments in this choreography, in this performance, where it was so. The movement itself was simple. Like you would have a girl come from the left or come from the right into the center, or a girl move up. But because of the way that it's filmed and the videography of it, the videographer, whatever, the cameraman, where he was positioned, things would just line up. And even though it was like just a simple movement, it would just like, oh, immediately now this girl moves into center. And it was really, really captivating to watch, even though it was very fluid.
Yeah.
It was an extremely, extremely fluid video. So there was a lot of components that come into this. I agree. For practice, I really wish it was just a stationary camera because then I can see and look and be like, all right, yo, you're late. You're here. You should be moving up. But to watch this come together as a finished product and to recognize like, oh, wow. So even though this is a practice, like this is what this thing's going to look like when they shoot it. Holy crap. This was great. Yeah, like you got moments where there were like four of them like rotating around one of the girls. And it was lined
That was a
up
great moment.
perfectly. Like the girl in front was passing right when the girl in the back, and then like they lined up. It was like clockwork, and I was just, good Lord, the dedication, those details like you mentioned about this choreographer at the beginning of the video, like holy crap. And I'm watching this going like, wow, this thing is still going. This thing is, there's so much to remember. And same thing for the cameraman. He's got to push and pull and do all this stuff, and he's got to be in the right spot too.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's crazy. They did a little bit of floor work. I loved it. Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. I was like, yes.
Floor work.
And then they like cut them off because they moved in, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that I can really talk about, and it's not there. The only thing that really-
It's part of the picture.
Damn it!
And it's like, I cannot wait to not see this. Okay. I cannot wait to not wait to not end there. It goes.
They also did so in addition to this, they also did like a dancer breakdown with Clay, like in a separate video. They broke this down. They broke this part down with Clay, And they also mentioned, like, as Clay was asking about them, like, about their training and stuff, and one of them was like, oh yeah, so one of our coaches opened up a STEEZY account for us. So like, you're like in their off time, if they want to learn like a certain thing or like a certain style or get into more like, get extra training, they would literally just use STEEZY to train themselves too, in addition to their actual training.
Cool.
Your
It
brain's
goes
going.
to show if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah,
Because so many people are like,
agreed.
oh, I can't get into the studio. Classes aren't when I'm available. Whatever reason they want to give.
You can go to Udemy and
And this just proves that.
Or
you can
like
go to Udemy.
you can do what I did when I was younger and rewatch YouTube like videos and not practice videos, the actual music videos,
Music
where they
videos.
cut out and then you have to fill in that space because you don't know the
figure it out.
choreography.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did they do between here and then here?
You'll see the other part of the choreo in like the next chorus.
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
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 I do like that
I did
this
YouTube
filming
too.
style allows a more intimate look at the performers. I agree with you guys that for a practice video specifically, I do prefer it to be the stationary camera so you can see the whole picture. But at the same time, even when they're performing on stage, there's only so much that you can
Yeah.
see because the camera people are trying not to get in the way of the audience when they're live performing and everything. So having videos like this, it's nice so you can have that up
Yeah.
close and personal interaction with each dancer.
Fuck the audience. I want the content.
I do like, and that was I do like how they've done that too. That's like transformed because in in the community competitions they started to have like a front cam. They used to only have like a back cam,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
and now they
I remember.
added the front cam, and then it's like, oh, cool. Now it's cool to see like everyone like close up, but then it's also nice seeing the back
The
too
whole photo.
with the entire picture, because there are parts where some of like the atmosphere or like the floor stuff gets cut off, and I'm like, what did they do?
Yeah.
What did they do?
There's something happening over there. Don't know what it is.
Someone in the comments said BINI always adds some sort of sign language in the choreography.
Love
I
it.
think that's
Sure,
really
did.
freaking cool.
Yeah.
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 There was something about like everyone being able to do all their choreo, obviously, if not most of their choreo, like because like obviously if you're in a wheelchair, you're not doing the formation changes, but if you're sitting on a wheelchair, you can at least do the hand stuff.
Yeah. As far as like when we're sitting here talking about live performances, camera movement, I think if I were to guess, a lot of this, oh well, let's take the camera and let's shoot it over here from the left, and then we come over here to the right, and then we pull in, and then we pull out. It's a good technique because what this does is this allows more viewership from people at home. Because let's face it, everything's a digital age now. I'm not going to be able to get all these people coming out to my live show. So what I can do is I can make something for the people watching at home on their phones, on their computer.
Yeah.
Because like that's how we're going to reach people now. That's how we're going to get people to help grow our fan base, and that's how we're going to like really connect. And Lauren, just like you said, oh, well, let's release a practice video so that way the fans at home can learn our dance and can do all this stuff, because I want to make sure my fans continue to watch our videos and continue to be part of this group and continue to give their time, give their energy, and having very, very elaborate camera work and very elaborate choreographies and movement is a way to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, touching on that, like the idea, like also the sign language, just a lot of the choreography always being intentional for the regular fan that has zero dance experience to be able to do the dance, which helps them connect, and even more so with the community, a different community. There's just so much layers of just being intentional now, and then I like what you talked about, like not everyone's going to be able to go to KCON, especially if they live in the other side of the world, but they can watch this and then they can connect with it, because I mean, just for being a dance nerd, the dance practice static shot is great because then we can see the whole thing, but this, like the close-up shots, is like, oh, I get to like this is the
This
digitally
is the
the
performance.
this is where
This is
what they did this past weekend, or because they're in LA, but I'm all the way over here in some other country, and I can at least get a glimpse of that. Yeah, shouts out to STEEZY for putting this together. Shouts out to Jonathan Sison. Give Jonathan Sison. Give him a follow. He's a fantastic artist.
Amazing.
One
Take his
artist to
class
another.
if you have the availability. Take his class.
Yeah, in LA or any of his workshops. If he happens to be traveling, he's a fantastic choreographer and
Or-
human being.
Yeah, or sign up for a STEEZY account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too. So
Or go to Udemy.
yeah, this is not a sponsorship with STEEZY, but
Yeah.
they've done a lot for the dance community.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
shouts out to Clay,
especially
Evan, and everyone. So
Yeah.
that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.